All right, guys, let's take a look at this Ball Fireman. There is a bunch of different versions of the Fireman, both in past, and the present lineup. So definitely go check out all the ones that are available. This is just a snapshot in time. This is one model that my buddy Burt sent in. The model number on this is a NM2188C-S2-BK. So they have these crazy long part numbers. I'm sure they mean something, but I'll put a link in the description down below. But they've moved on, I think, from this one. I think the more current one actually has the date at the 3 o'clock and has a date magnifier. I could be wrong on that. Really good looking watch as well. This one has the date kind of positioned in between the 4 and the 5, slightly towards the 5. The automatic movement that's in this is the Ball calls it the RR1103, but it's basically a ETA 2824 that has some work done to it. So, and the Ball watches, every time I get one in, I'm reminded of how good this brand is, and pretty much most true watch enthusiasts will recognize that Ball is an amazing watch brand, and they make amazing watches. So if you haven't been able to check one out, maybe for whatever reason you're just putting it off, and doing another brand or a different watch instead, take a break and check out the Ball watch lineup if you haven't, because their website's really cool and their watches are extremely well built. Because on the website, all the current lineup ones, you can do like the daytime and the nighttime because they use tritium tubes and everything, and they use really big and really well laid out tritium tubes. I'll try to capture that Lume in a little bit, but they're obviously from MB Microtech, but you can see they're much longer, or the way they use them in certain models is just unique, and they are not afraid to throw a lot of tubes at these things. So case size, I had to go off from the web information. My caliper is down right now. I'm going to get another one, but it is a 40 millimeter case, and you can see the case shape is interrupted here by the lugs, so it gives it a little more depth. I was not able to get a lug-to-lug on this, and I couldn't find it, so I don't even want to guess, really, but I'll do some comparisons so you guys can kind of figure it out. But if I can find it, I'll put it down in the description down below, but I feel like it's probably around a 48 or something. But a 40 mil case, and then the thickness is only 11.3, so nice thin. Usually, so you got to think about yes, this watch could have been much thinner with the 2824, but you got to remember when you do that tritium tube, those add thickness to the handset. So if you look at the handset on there, if I can get it to focus on the hands maybe, you see that, they have to be spaced apart a little bit so the tritium tubes don't make contact, if that makes sense. So that automatically in tritium tube watches is going to add thickness to it just because of the spacing on the handset. So, but still, even with that, this is still really thin at 11.3. I think that's really good. 20 millimeter lug width. The bracelet articulates right away. It doesn't fold flat instantly, but it definitely articulates down. It's actually even shorter than the lug to lug, so it's going to wear really good. Nice bracelet, butterfly clasp, but it's done at a high level. So you click that side and then you click that side because you have the railroad logo there on the Ball watch. I had to plug that, right? So also they do like really, really good looking case backs. They always have like the train going on there, shock resist. Most of them have more things going on than your typical watch, whether it's just be the shock resist or anti-magnetic or the tritium tubes or, really clear crystals. They're just, Ball watch gives you a little bit more. And then pricing, I think they're very competitive as well. I think brand new list on this was $1,599, so $1,600. I think that's reasonable, but for the most part, you're never really going to pay that. So if you just wait, unless it's some sort of weird limited edition one, which they do a ton of really good limited models, and you can get in on pre-orders on those. So if you subscribe to their email, you can get in on pre-orders and get really good deals on really cool watches. But on the discount side of things, you're definitely going to pay less than $1,000. So Let me pop this thing on wrist so you can get a look what it's gonna be like on a 7 1/4 wrist. So thankfully it fits me just perfect. So I've looked at the Ball watch lineup for a long time, and I would probably go with a Fireman. I think I like the 40 mil case, the thinner case material and everything. And I wasn't sure that the butterfly clasp, you know, I'm typically not a butterfly clasp kind of guy, but if you size it a little bit loose like this, then I think you're golden. So nice oversized, easy to operate crown. It is a screw down crown, and it is signed, as you can see there. Nice pop to it, very nice threading on it. And then you're going to be able to wind there, very smooth winding too. And then of course you're going to be able to hack and then set your time. Screw the crown back in. So 100-meter water resist with that screwed in. So just an overall really good watch. You have nice screwed links there, you can see. I'm sure a 1.4 screwdriver would work really good in there. The other cool thing about it, not all of their lineup, but most of their lineup, you can get the counterpart. So you can get the ladies watch like this here. Burt sent over the his and hers matching set for these. And this is a really nice ladies watch that is also automatic. It also has the really cool case back, nice bracelet, and you can see Burt's lady wore the heck out of it, which, you know, that's what they're meant to do. So also screw down crown. I mean, it's just crazy. And I think these are usually like a couple $100 less than the men's. So also really cool watch. So most of these smaller ladies watches are quartz watches typically, right? So if you wanted to get your wife, girlfriend, or friend, or whatever, mom, whatever, lady in your life, a nice smaller watch, then, you know, Ball is definitely an option. They are very heavily well-built watches, and very good lume on them once your eyes adjust to the really low light, they work really good. So let me see if I can try to capture that. So I'm going to try. So, I mean, that's a misrepresentation because I'm using a UV light, but you can see there's the green on there, and then you have the orange for the hands, or like a yellowish orange, and then you have a bright orange up there for the 12. So, yeah, it's not going to glow that bright, but as soon as your eyes adjust to it and in low light, you're going to get a really good visual on it, no problem. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Big thanks to Burt for sending these in, and I will see you on the next vid.